Let's talk about the top 10 most expensive Spider-Man minifigures ever for this episode of Minifiggin Minute. This is the 5th video in a series where I'm covering every single Spider-Man minifigure ever. This comes as a request from Laughing Lego Productions as well as a few others of you. So let me know in the comments what I should talk about next, and maybe I'll end up picking it. I've only got one ground rule for this video, and is that we are not going to talk about the Comic-Con exclusives. If you want to hear about the Comic-Con exclusives as well as a couple of the other ones, check out the rarest Spider-Man minifigures ever episode that I did. But let's get started with this video. In 10th place, we have got the Iron Spider bony appendages. The head on this minifigure is exclusive to him alone, with there only being printing on the front. There is printing on both the front and back, and those golden bony appendages that we see on the back of them have only appeared in one other set, the Battle for Ninjago City from 2014. You can see that it's on this mech set right here. The Iron Spider with the bony appendages has only appeared in one set, Rhino and Sandman supervillain team up from 2014, and it's worth about $22 right now. In 9th place, we've got Spider-Man Noir Shirttail. He ain't at the bottom of the barrel, but he's still scraping it. The characteristics of this figurine are stark. His wide brim hat keeps his mask and his martinis dry. The only detection of print marks are on the front of his cranial region. The torso has features resembling that of a trench coat and a double-breasted vest. Now I'm gonna need you to use one of your two good eyeballs and spot the differences between the left and the right. Boom! Bam! I rest my case. The Shirttail printing is in short supply, having only appeared on 3 other figurines. And depending on your happenstance of acquiring this set, Spider-Jet versus the Venom mech, you'd get one or the other. Now if you want to get your mitts on this minifigure, you're gonna have to skip the scotch and make it a water. Save you a dime or two, because he's worth 32 big ones. In 8th place, we've got the first MCU Tom Holland minifigure that LEGO ever released. Now, you might think you have this minifigure, and you probably do, but there is one that looks extremely similar to it, which is on the right, $420. $299 is the one that we're talking about. They both have the exact same head, and they both have the exact same legs, but the torsos are different. Now, if you look at the spider on the left, you'll see all the legs are pointed down, whereas the one on the right, you've got 4 pointed up and 4 going down. And if you look at the ratio of the red versus blue, they're completely different. And look at the back of these torsos. The spider symbol, again, is completely different, as well as the shading and the ratios of the colors. Now, the more common one is the 421, whereas the one that's on this list only appeared in one set. And as of today, it's worth about $35. Number 7 on our list is another MCU Spider-Man, Iron Spider-Man mechanical arms with barbs. This one has the exact same head as the previous style, and those mechanical arms are again extremely rare. They've only appeared in a few sets, and I'm talking about this specific style of gold, this pearl gold. Yes, there are other shades of it, but they've only appeared in these sets and minifigures. The torso has printing on both the front and back, and the legs are unique to this minifigure alone. He's only appeared in one set, the Sanctum Sanctorum Showdown from 2018, and he's currently worth about $53. Number 6 on our list is a new fan favorite, Spider-Man 2099, and I already did a video on him about a month ago, and he was worth about $49 then, and if you want an in-depth look, be sure to check that out. The minifigure has printing on both the front and back of the torso, as well as the front and back of the head, but no printing on the legs. He's only appeared in one set, Spider-Man Spider-Crawler from 2019, and as of right now, he's worth about $59, a $10 increase. In 5th place, we've got Scarlet Spider. I absolutely love the look of this minifigure. The head has only printing on the front of him, and it has appeared on one other Spider figure, Spider-Woman. The little hoodie piece on him has only appeared on one other minifigure as well, Space Wild Style, and the torso has printing on both the front and back, and there's printing on the arms. He's only appeared in one set, the Web Warriors Ultimate Bridge Battle, and as of right now, he's worth about $72. Which means we are moving up to the heavy hitters. In 4th place, we have got Bully McGuire, Spider-Man 3, dark blue arms and legs. Now, I actually own this one, so let's take a look at it. He's got printing on both the front and back of the head and torso, and I just love the way that silver printing looks on him. Now, this is called Spider-Man 3 because it is the 3rd iteration of this Spider-Man. He appeared in several sets, though, Spider-Man's Train Rescue, Spider-Man Street Chase from 2004, as well as Doc Ock's Bank Robbery from 2004, Doc Ock's Hideout, and lastly, Doc Ock's Fusion Lab. And as of right now, he's worth about $80. Which means we are moving up into the third spot, and that spot belongs to Spider-Man 1, blue arms and legs, silver webbing. I absolutely love this minifigure, one of my favorites in the collection. There's printing on both the front and back of the torso and head, and you can see the legs. There's printing on the hip, crotch area. Now you're probably wondering why this isn't closed all the way, and that's because as I started to push it together, I could feel the tension. This minifigure is over 20 years old, so it's a little fragile. He only appeared in a couple sets, the Origin set, as well as the Final Showdown. And as of right now, this minifigure is worth about $89. Now I want to take a second to compare the two minifigures so you can see the differences. From the front, they look almost identical, but you can see that the Spider-Man logo on the chest is completely different. One's a little wider, one's a little more narrow, and the shades of blue are different. But if we look at the back of the minifigure, that's when you really start to notice the major differences, which are the logos of the spiders again. The bright blue one is much larger, while as the dark blue one is a lot more thin. So let me know in the comments, which one do you prefer, the dark blue or the light blue? So if these two are in third and fourth place, what's in second place? Well, it's gonna friggin' surprise you. It is Spider-Man 1 again, but this one has a red neck bracket. Now you might be thinking, red neck bracket, who gives a hoot? Well, I'm telling you, this thing has only appeared in one other set, and it's the collectible Toy Soldier from the collectible minifigure series. And it only appeared in one set, Spider-Man's Action Studio from 2002. It's currently worth about $116, which means the most expensive Spider-Man minifigure ever is Spider-Man 2 Balaclava Face. Now, you might think that the Balaclava Face is unique to him, but it is not. It has appeared dozens of times in all these Ferrari sets from around the same time frame. But the torso is the most expensive part, going anywhere from $28 to $35 alone. Now, this minifigure has only officially appeared in one set, Spider-Man's First Chase, but it was going to come out in the wrestling scene. But this set was never officially released, and there are a couple of speculations as to why, with one of them being this unsavory joke. That's a cute outfit. Did your husband give it to you?
Actually, he did. He bought this for me on our 10-year anniversary. Not only is he my lover, he's my best friend and my soulmate. I'm not ashamed of who I love, nor should I be. For someone with strange abilities due to, I assume, accidental exposure to radioactive spider blood, you're not very tolerant of those different to yourself. You're on the wrong side of history, Spider-Man.
As of right now, he's worth about $120, making him the most expensive one. So, if you have all of these Spider-Man minifigures, you got about $678. Be sure to let me know in the comments which ones you have, and if you have any suggestions for future episodes, be sure to let me know as well. I'm Mikey Brickman, and this has been a Minifiggin Minute.
Cup of coffee.
Oh, I love those Macho Man Randy Savage impressions.
Straight to the top. Oh yeah, I'm a man.